Hi everyone, this is Michele Ho Lung, and we're tonight. I saw an interesting post, and it was about Robin Sharma's 5 a.m. club. You may have heard of it. I know a lot of people who are absolutely love the 5 a.m. club and benefit from it. Uh, it's something that I think it's awesome if that's your jive, that's where your rhythm is. What I'd like to talk about today is the 5 a.m. club versus the night owl rhythm. This is what like to call BCEO of you wisdom. And I actually, I saw a post, as I mentioned, and it was about doing a 21-day experiment. And what I loved about it is that it wasn't that was the spirit of it, not that it was a 5 a.m. or night owl, but that it was the wisdom, the spirit of this whole endeavor, which was not about perfection. It wasn't about proving anything. It was just curiosity, let me see if this can work for me. And what shifts when I choose a different rhythm? That was a question that popped up. And I love that because, I did when I found out there's all these people I know who were just absolutely loving the 5 a.m. club. I got curious and I started to think about it in terms of how would that work for me. And the reason I smile is because you see, I've been a night owl from when I was a kid. I have always gravitated towards a night. I love the quiet when everybody is sleeping and I'm just there by myself and I can think without anybody asking me to pay attention or help them or join them or all that. And some people, they are early birds. They love getting up with the sunrise. Some people are night owls like me. They just like the quiet of the night. Some people do their best thinking um, at sunrise. Some people actually, I think there might be people in between, just early evening or even in the afternoon. And there's others who we just get going the deepest clarity when the world just gets quiet. And in truth, I think both can be productive or wherever that you are on this spectrum of the circadian rhythm. When do you become alive in your space? And we can all be brilliant at different times. We can all build our meaningful lives around that. We have some people who like to work all through the night and they work the graveyard shift. The key thing is this: you have to find your own rhythm and then honor it with consistency and do what you can to, protect that time that is your time. And that's a thing that I think that people rush past sometimes. And, the way our world is set out where everybody works 9 to 5 if they're in corporate for the most part, where we're seeing a little shift in that with, after we had the pandemic. But in other words, we do what we have to do because why do we do that? What we do because we love the payoff, we love results, we love visible success. And if we can find that rhythm that is ours, and we can somehow carve and protect that time for ourselves, then what I think you will find is that you will be able to do things in a much more with much more ease and with much more presence and with much more creativity, because when we are in rhythm with ourselves, then the creative comes out much easier. So in between all of this brilliance, though, there are the details. There is the repetitive tasks that we must do. There are those things that we have to just take care of. And this is what some people call drudgery. It's getting through, writing things out, making the checklist, making those bedtime decisions, following through the planning, the setup, all those, whatever order you're running in at different times. And It's all with those tiny resets and keeping that special time of yours. And that comes down to learning about yourself, understanding yourself, knowing what it is that works for you, and then doing it with focus and consistently. Because consistency builds that trust in yourself, and that and it's also respecting yourself, because then you're realizing that maybe you're not like everybody else. You like to do things at different times, and if you are able to, as I said, do it at your prime times, then that would be wonderful. So if you are someone who has ever thought, I should be like them, why aren't I like them? Or maybe I'm failing because I'm not staying in that rhythm or to their schedule. Or why can't I just be more disciplined in that way? Maybe it is that you are disciplined, but you're just trying to work it around the wrong rhythm. Maybe the issue is not your discipline. Maybe the issue is the fit of that schedule or that timetable to how you best operate. And maybe your next level outcome is going to be beautiful if you can figure out what that rhythm is for yourself, and then really claim what is truly your time to tap into your creative juices. This is part of what I call being CEO of you, to be the chief executive officer of yourself, so that you can direct your focus, and you can direct your efforts in a way that uh, honors how you best perform. And that's all about learning about yourself and understanding yourself and working with yourself, not just following trends blindly, not just forcing a formula that seems to work for everybody else. And maybe you aren't like everyone else, and learning your own energy and getting into your own cadence with your own best timing, and then leading yourself by keeping your thoughts positive, framing the things you're telling yourself about why it is that you're not, able to do the things the way others do it at the times they do it in. Because maybe, the 5 a.m. club, everybody else is on it, but you're not, and you're feeling like, well, why can't I get that working for me? Maybe you are like me, you're a night owl. And how I like to, I understand that at the 5 a.m. club, we get things done before you wake up early, we get things done before everybody else gets moving. So you get a head start on the day, and you get yourself positioned so you're ahead of this, or strategize. Your strategy is to be ahead of everybody else in the workplace, by being a bit ahead of people's time frame and being less rushed, because you're better prepared. You start everything earlier by a few hours. For me, because I'm a night owl, I look at it differently. So I'll get a second wind. I might take a nap early in the evening if I'm really tired from the day, what I've been working on. And then I get my second wind about 11, 12 o'clock at night. And then if I have a schedule to go at, well, then my creative juices are going, if I can get that second wind, it starts wee hours of the morning. And if I can get that second wind, I am just churning things out, because that's how I'm wired. So how are you wired? See, because when I do that, then I've sent my emails off at 2 a.m., 1 a.m., 4 a.m. in the morning. I might be up at 5 a.m. and then I hit the sack for a few hours, and then I'm ready for the corporate world, right? So that's what I used to do. And so what is your wiring? Because it's not about, forcing yourself to into others people's rhythm. If you're naturally night owl, then honor that. That's what I see. And for this week, the challenge is, the question I'd like to ask you is, when do you naturally feel the most clear, the most focused, and alive during this 24-hour period? What is your sweet spot where you come alive and you feel just wonderful? And then ask yourself, what small task can you repeat, or a habit that you can do at that time to elevate your performance or grow yourself? And it's not just, not a lot of things, just one. Just pick one for this week and do it consistently for the week. And then see how that feels, because you see, transformation doesn't it's not necessarily something big. Sometimes it's just a tiny shift, and then that leads to other things, and it builds and builds. And then before you know it, when you look back, you see you've accomplished so much. And it might look like a little bit of quiet repetition, but if you do it with intention, you do it respecting yourself and honoring yourself and smiling and congratulating yourself with the step you're taking to optimize and utilize that special time that you're most productive, then if you do it long enough, you'll create a trust in yourself to see that how much you have accomplished with just zeroing in on that special time. And then that will then encourage you to continue that process. So whether you're a team 5 a.m. club member or a team midnight momentum member, I'm cheering you all on, you see, because it's all about, as I said, finding your own rhythm, beating your own drum, and building your life from there, feeling totally energized and honoring yourself. So this is the Sparkle Experience Show. And what I like to do here is, for those of you who have joined me, whether live or on the replay, is to get you centered for the rest of the week with a little sparkle session. So here we go. What I like you to do, if you'd like to stay for this, is to just breathe in deeply. And if you want, close your eyes and just allow yourself just get centered. And if you will, just see everything that's been weighing down on you, going through the window, through the door, through the cord at the bottom of your foot to your very own special crystal. And then as you breathe in all the goodness, all the blessings, all the joy, all the good energy. Feel the sun's energy, or feel that wonderful breath of fresh air coming at you, and feel all the goodness circulating all within yourself, your body, all around you, in your space. And then as you breathe out again, breathe out everything that doesn't serve you, everything that's has been weighing down on you, and everything that has been bothering you. Breathe that out and let it go, and just invite all the goodness, all the wisdom, all the inspiration to come into you right now, through the window, through the doors, through the cord at the bottom of your feet. And then just breathe in and just notice, allow, feel yourself as you connect to Source from the heavens and to Mother Earth. And just allow that energy to go up and down from the heavens down through your foot to the earth. And feel yourself as you get centered and grounded, appreciating yourself, celebrating you, and allowing yourself to find your own rhythm and your own timing to identify when your sweet spot is in the day. And thinking on extrapolating that strategy that I talked about, being okay with whatever it is that you feel is right for you. And Enjoy you for being you and realize that you are uniquely you. And so with that, I'd like to say, I hope you got a little bit from this episode. If you would like to, if you like this, please share and subscribe to the YouTube channel at the Sparkle Experience Show and share it and join me next time live. You can ask questions if you join me live. That is always an option. And if you'd like, you can also check out the bceoofyou.com for the program that helps you to learn more about yourself, to get more grounded, to get more clarity, to learn how to control all those thoughts in your mind that's whizzing around and turn up your sparkle from within. It's Michele Ho Lung signing off. Good night and see you on the third Wednesday of the month. Bye for now.